Tracy, thank you. Now to a THV 11 update as the cleanup efforts continue in Hot Springs after that EF2 tornado.
We know people there will be picking up the pieces for quite some time. Wake Up Central's Michaelan Johnson is back now in Hot Springs again this morning. Michaelan, tell us what you're seeing now that the sun is coming up.
Hey there, Karen and Hayden. So we've moved further onto Central Avenue here in Hot Springs, and we couldn't just pass this up. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to pan to this side, and there are so many trees down. I believe we're at Century 21, and 1, 2, 3, 4, more than 6 trees seem to be on top of these condos right here. We're near Lake Hamilton, and this was just, it was shocking and just mind-blowing to see that EF2 tornado was clearly those over 100-mile-hour winds, super strong, leaving so much destruction. You can see that people must have been out yesterday and overnight putting the little tarps on top of the trees, and this roof is just completely destroyed. But even further down on this street, it is just the homes, the roofs, they're just ruined. And that is what a lot of Central Avenue is looking like right now. And you can't see it, but just behind our camera, there is a restaurant, and it looks like there's that piece of those trailer homes that we were at earlier around an hour ago. It looks like those got pushed all the way over here. There's nothing that looks like that belongs in this area, just showing how much damage that tornado did. But let's go ahead and take a look at some video of what we saw that morning after the tornado. You're looking at that damage right now, and the aftermath directly after it passed. Melody Walker is the manager of the trailer home park there, and she saw significant damage at her home. Despite the extensive damage, the other thing that stood out there is community, neighbors checking on neighbors. And Melody says after sheltering through the EF2 tornado, she stayed up all Wednesday seeing what happened on her property, but constantly checking on her residents and her friends too.
Bunch of damages. It's like 4 trees, a shed. My chickens are still trapped under some trees in my backyard, and as you can tell, the trees behind us is still there. So it's a lot of work out here. We got babies that was screaming last night because they was scared to death, and we just knocked on doors and asked them was they all right.
Now, Melody tells me she couldn't go to work yesterday because of all of the damage. So, of course, she and the rest of this community here in Hot Springs will be cleaning up for a long time. We hope it goes by quickly. We know they have a lot of hands here helping each other, but they are going to be cleaning up for some time. And as for any resources for those of you that might have been impacted by the tornado, there is a shelter with the American Red Cross Arkansas at St. Luke's Episcopal Church. And so, yeah, they have that open for people who need help. But again, just this to my right, these trees, shrapnel shredded, and it's just thrown everywhere. There's more over here, and it's just, we're a day after that waking up from sunlight from Wednesday, and it's a lot to see, it's a lot to take in. But again, neighbors leaning on neighbors, and so that is what is getting through this hard time, I'm sure. But for now, reporting live in Hot Springs, Michaelan Johnson for Wake Up Central.
I know we've all seen tornadoes being here in Arkansas, but just to see those giant trees just snap like toothpicks.
After the other, and the root systems are so enormous. Michaelan, wow. All right, well, we appreciate your vantage point. We'll check in with you again.